Hey guys, Chit of Headings here to revisit the Sirui 50mm anamorphic lens. Now we're past the Indiegogo delivery date and there's a bunch of these in the wild.
Scene 3, Cantaloupe, 1. Action!
In my previous videos, I did an extensive tech review of it, then addressed some upgrades such as iris and focus gears, an oval insert for more anamorphic-y bokeh. I'm selling all of those, and there's a link in the description, plus a standard front, cine front, and fancy lens cap. The only thing I hadn't quite figured out was how to make the Sirui more versatile in terms of focal lengths. The lens is designed for APS-C sensors, which makes 50mm feel quite tight. Enabling the APS-C crop on the A7S II also limits your max resolution to 1080p instead of 4K. I couldn't take it anymore. So I decided to ignore the APS-C restriction and shoot full frame, 4K. This obviously led to some crazy vignetting, but not as bad as I thought. To fix that, I set my own crop factor. This trick might work best on Sony cameras, but I know others offer similar features. To set my own crop, I'm using Clear Image Zoom. This is one of the most underrated / underappreciated features of Sony's. Let's call it a digital zoom on steroids. There's a link to a B&H article about it in the description, and if you haven't been using it on your Sony, you are missing out. On Clear Image Zoom, I'm punching in to 1.2 to 1.3 times to get rid of the vignetting. This works all the way to f16 if you're a hardcore vignette watcher. Just by doing this, I already made our 50mm a little bit wider. 1.5 times would be the default field of view on APS-C. I can also make it sensibly tighter by just pushing it more to 2 times, for example, which would be the equivalent of a 100mm lens, while still shooting 4K and retaining way more detail than a 200% scale up in post. Cool, that solves the longer end. Now, how do we make it wider? It's time to bring back early 2000s tech, wide-angle adapters. I only had a 0.8 times lying around, so that's what I used. But I recommend trying other options and seeing what works. Mine held up pretty well in terms of quality. The item combined with our custom 1.3 times crop matches a regular 58mm lens, and adding the squeeze we get almost 35mm horizontal field of view. Summarizing, the default setting is 1.5 times crop on a 50mm lens. This gives us 75mm vertical field of view and 56mm horizontal field of view. Then we punch in using clear image zoom to 2 times crop, achieving 100mm vertical field of view and 75mm horizontal. Lastly, for wides, we go with 1.3 times crop and a 0.8 times adapter, delivering 58mm vertical field of view and 37mm horizontal. All with the same lens, still shooting 4K and avoiding extra post-production. Everything is done in camera. I'm pretty happy with those results. To top it off, I put everything in a neat tiny case, the Nanook 904, and added some diopters to the set so I can easily get shots closer than the standard minimum focus of 85 centimeters or 2'9". This also leads to the feeling of using a longer lens for hardcore close-ups. All of this perfectly illustrates what drives me in anamorphic shooting: creative solutions. There's always a way to improve your rig and make it more versatile. I hope this video encourages you to try and find upgrades for your rig. If I achieve that goal, please hit the like button and subscribe before you go. If you want some cool anamorphic guides and goodies, check out my stores, the links in the description, and the merch shelf below. See you next time. Chito Verhardings out.